Hey, it's Marla Manelli, and today I'm gonna show you how to curl to contour, so let's get right into this video. To get started, I'm going to split her hair down the middle, and we're gonna start on this right side. I'm gonna show you exactly how to curl to contour. Now, this is a great technique for anybody who is looking to contour the cheekbone, their jawline, or maybe hide that little double chin that makes them feel a little insecure. So this is gonna be a great technique whether you're doing it on yourself or in the salon. So I'm just gonna take a horizontal section, and on a real person, just remember it's that temple area. So everything from the temple down, and I'm gonna bring that hair right on up. And another good indicator too is right below where the head starts to curve. This is the area that you want to curl a little differently. So I'm gonna be using the Kenra Thermal Styling Spray. This is gonna give me that thermal protection as well as the hold that we need. And the way you use this product specifically is you're gonna spray it down the hair. So just did about 2 to 3 sprays is great. And then I'm gonna use my curling iron. And when we use a curling iron, we're gonna be curling towards the face. Now, traditionally we curl away from the face because we don't really want the hair hanging out in our eyes or anything like that. And this is why you're just gonna curl this section forward, because it's gonna give you that contour. So let me show you exactly what that looks like. So you usually start out by curling the base. This is where the hair is the most healthiest and it needs the most heat to kind of get going. And I like to feed in the ends because usually the ends don't need too much heat going on, because they usually are slightly more, lived in compromise compared to that new healthy growth up on top. And then now we're just gonna go ahead and release this curl here. And we're gonna let it cool in place. We want that thermal styling spray to cool and create a cast. And then when we get ready to break it up, once it's all cooled, we can go ahead and further style her. So this is the area you're gonna curl towards the face. Now this entire section right here that I dropped down, I'm gonna curl it away from the face because we definitely don't want anything hanging out in our eyes. And usually what I like to do is take diagonal sections. And the diagonal sections help diffuse where those curls are coming from. So again, I'm just gonna take a little bit more thermal styling spray, comb that through. Now this iron is a 1 1/4 inch wide. You can use a 1 inch or 1.5, but I wouldn't go any larger than that for the curling to contour. And again, I'm just gonna feed that hair right into my barrel. And you can almost kind of see them parallel with my curl to the parting. But depending on the type of curl you want, you honestly can do, twisted waved curls, all kinds of different types of on-base curls. The choice is really yours, but the magic here is that first piece we just did. Now I'm not looking for too much volume, so I'm kind of taking it just straight out. And taking that curl parallel to that section. And we're gonna let that cool into place. Now, while I let this cool, I wanted to show you on this side what a traditional curling away from the face is, so that way you can see the difference between the two and how much of an impact curling towards the face or contouring to curl can make. So let's go ahead and take the same sectioning. I'm gonna make a horizontal section right in that temple area, but instead of curling towards the face, we're gonna curl away from the face, which is so common and a lot of us do, which still looks really beautiful. It's just a matter of how you wear your hair and if you want to contour that cheekbone, chin, and neck area. So now that we have this bottom section, let's go ahead and just complete the top section exactly how we did on the other side. Now that we have our curls set, I'm gonna be using the Kenra Volume Spray 25 just to further give me a little bit more hold as it starts to cool. So now that our curls are cooled, I'm gonna be using a wide tooth comb to just break up the curls. Now you can use a Mason Pearson brush or a boar bristle brush or even a wet brush, something that's gonna help break it up, or even your fingers really if you wanted to finger rake the curls. But I really like using a wide tooth comb just to give me some soft separation. Now you can instantly see already a difference between one side versus the other. We have this side over here that's starting to curl a little bit more in, and the way that this hair is already accentuating that cheekbone area, and this hair just kind of curves more in, where this side you can instantly see it's moving away from the space. Both techniques can be really great. It just depends on the overall end result you're trying to achieve. One little trick that I like to do after I brush out the curls is I like to use the Volume Spray 25 one more time as I'm styling to help open up the hair. So one of the things that I like to do with the hairspray is to open up this hair with my fingers and then spray it. And it literally will hold in place for you, which is pretty amazing. You can even have your client tilt their head to the side and spray it to even further open up that look. So now you can clearly see a difference between the curling to contour side versus the curling away from the face. On the side over here where we curled away from the face, you can see a lot of openness. You can see the neck area really well, and this can look really beautiful. But for somebody that maybe wants to accentuate that jawline right here, maybe bring in this hair a little closer to the neck area just to provide some coverage, and then also just to kind of enhance that cheekbone area. This really makes that hair pop. Like I mentioned, this look is really customizable based on the wand size you use for this look, and you can kind of create lots of different types of curls, wavy curls, elongated curls, or on-base curls, still using the same technique. So definitely play around and let me know down below how it goes. But this is how you do curling to contour. Be sure to check out the other hair tutorials right here on the Kenra Professional YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next one.